Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. And today I'll be showing you how to make your house look better. So first of all, let's add a frame, but don't add it inside the house. You want to add it one to the side of the house, like diagonally, just like I'm doing right now. Now you want to add it up here, and now you want to find a middle point and add it there. And now you have your frames all ready. And now you want to add shape to your house. But for this step, you might have to destroy some of the frame you already did. So, to add the shape, you just want to demolish your walls, demolish it, and add like some little balcony spaces like that. And now on this side, I'm just going to bring the whole thing back to make like a kind of a house so that it's not like a cube. So I'm just going to bring this back there just like that. And now we want to add the frames to it. And I am forgetting one beam there in the corner, so make sure you guys add it. I forgot to add that beam. And also add your midpoint beam, just like that. So now you've added shape to your house. Well, not yet. So now we're gonna move the doors to here, well, to anywhere you think is good. And we're gonna bring it out, like a few blocks. You decide, whatever looks good for your house. So you just want to bring out the, what was it? Yeah, well, the thing where the doors are gonna be, like that. But don't put them there because you want to make sure that the frame is continued and add in your walls like that. And your doors there. So now, of course, it's looking much better than just a big fat wooden box. And now what we're gonna do is a little bit of the hard part, which is adding the roof. So the technique I'm going to be using for the roofs is a very good roof technique if you're going to be wanting a tall roof. And I'm going to be using like very tall roofs. But if you want your roof to be a little bit smaller or fatter, then don't use the tall roof technique. Okay, so I'm going to keep it on playing here if you guys want to follow it block by block, which I wouldn't recommend doing, but you can do it anyway. But here I've made a mistake because it's a little bit too tall. So make sure that it's not too tall and fix it just like I've fixed it. And now I'm just gonna copy the same roof design for like every single roof. But make sure you only do the overhangs of the roof because we're going to be doing something else with the roof later. And so just add them like this. It's basically a stair, then an upside down stair, then 2 blocks up, and the same pattern repeated. And then at the end, you just put 2 stairs like that, and you put your 2 blocks up, and your stairs like that. And if you have 1 block, you just put a stair facing backwards at the top. So now that I've done these roofs here, now I'm gonna fill this in with spruce wood, all the roofs. Okay, so, well, I've just filled this one in by now, and now you wanna place like random slabs everywhere, just like I've done. And wait, let me just do some more slabs up here. Make sure they're as random as possible, so it looks like it was human built and not like planned. So like that, and now you want to fill everything in with spruce, just like I have here. But here there's an important part. As you can see, one of my roofs is bigger than the other. So what you're gonna do is you're basically going to like escalate down, make like stairs, kinda. So you just escalate down like that. And you're gonna do this for, well, all the parts that are not as big as our first roof. So like that, so that it kind of goes down and you have like an equal roof since one is bigger than the other. So now what I'm gonna do is that I am going to add another roof here. So there we go, I'm done with that. And I just fixed that there because I remembered I gotta fix it. And now we're gonna connect to these 2 roofs, just like that. And I built the whole of this roof too. So this is going to allow us to connect it with this roof over here. So we just connect like this, and remember guys to do the thing where you escalate down. But first I'm making a mistake here because I'm building it in the wall. Make sure that you do make the overhang here, because I made a mistake here, so make sure you don't do that mistake. Just warning you guys. Because if you do make that mistake, your roof will be into the house and it won't really look well. Because if you didn't know, what makes Minecraft builds look good is the depth. And the more depth your build has, the better it'll look. That's why we added the frames in there. So now I'm going to finish filling all of this in. Remember guys to escalate, so I'm just fill all of this in. And now this is the part where we're escalating guys. So make sure you do escalate so that this looks equal and you don't have like a big roof bigger than the other and then there's a big empty space. And it looks kind of weird if you don't escalate. Try to make your escalates as random as possible too, so that it doesn't look like all planned and modern, since we are making a rustic style build. So I'm gonna just extend it to here like that. That looks good, yeah. And I'm gonna build like that there. And now I'm just gonna place the random slabs everywhere. So now that I have the random slabs everywhere, as you see, I'm just going to continue these cobblestone stairs down here. And now that I'm done with that, I'm going to fill in this roof like that. And now it's time to put the random slabs everywhere. Okay, now that you've done that, we just need to fill in this inner part of the roof and we'll be done with the roofs. So remember to add some depth to it and to like make it inside the wall when you're adding it. And for example, in this wall, which is very big, I'm going to add some detail so that it doesn't look like a big fat empty wall. So I will be adding some detail just like this. The detail isn't gonna just be that. I'm gonna add like a whole all the way up with detail. So add a bit of depth to it and some texture and some detailing so it doesn't look all plain and stuff. So let me just finish this. It's pretty simple detailing, just stairs and upside down stairs. And yeah, so it's pretty simple. I am using some cobblestone in it too. Not much though, just for these two pillar parts right here. And so I'm just put some stairs there, and now it doesn't look big and empty, so that's good. And now I'm just gonna end up filling this here, this roof here. I was gonna start saying something else, but let me just fill in that roof there. Okay, so now that we're done with that, we're just gonna make like a big garden here. So just put like random fences, but make sure that it does make like a kind of fence. And if it looks too thin, you can thicken it up by adding another layer. And now what we're gonna do is we're going to add a bit of detail to it with some fences, some spruce fences. Here's where I forgot to add the beam, and now I'm forgetting to add it on the second floor, but I am going to fix that on later. And so just you can divide your rooms, as I'm going to be doing here, into two, so that you have a bit more of depth, a bit more of detail, doesn't look plain, and so that you have an idea when you're doing the interior on how you're going to separate your rooms, so that it looks all tidy. So I'm also going to separate this into two rooms, so just going to find the middle point there and the upstairs like that. And I'm gonna add the fences, and I'm gonna add some more fences over here, and some more over there, and just some beside the door, so that to finish it off. And now we're gonna get our glass out, and we're just gonna punch like random holes into the wall, and that's where our windows are gonna go. So I'm gonna see you guys when I'm done. So now that I'm done with all of that, we wanna add frames to all of the glass. So just add a bunch of frames like this. So now we're done with the frames. You can continue your frames all the way up wherever you think it looks well, to add some windows in those like spaces. So just continue up all your frame, just like that, and then punch out some wood and add a window, just as I'm doing here. Okay, so now that I'm done with all of that, I'm going to get myself some flowers, which I currently can't find. And where are they? There we go, found them. So the combination I think looks well is using these blue, white, and purple flowers. I really like that combination. So the blue, white, and the purple flowers. So just add all of these to your garden, just like that, so that your garden looks nice. And now that you're done with your garden, we're going to make a farm on the other side. We're doing this so that your house like comes into the terrain, so it's not just like that house there out of nowhere, and it doesn't have like outside in nature. So we are going to be adding some farms and some carrots. So I'm gonna get my hoe, and we're just gonna punch out random blocks for water to go in it. You can use any hoe. I'm using a diamond hoe because I'm in creative and I like diamonds. Yeah, diamonds. And so let me get my water here, and I'm gonna just fill these holes in. Oh, there is a water block. I remember now. I forgot there was a water block, so I tried to cover it with it. I think it's missing some there. There we go. And now you just randomly punch out some holes with your hoe, and then you just fill them in with carrots. And you want to go get your bone meal, and with your bone meal, you just make them all grow up. And now they're no longer babies, and they're adults because they're grown up. And now I'm just gonna like yeet some bone meal in the terrain so that we have some nature all around our house to just make our house look much better. So like that. And this would be your house all done and dusted. If you did like this tutorial, make sure to leave a like. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, but most important of all, a wonderful breakfast, baby. Bye!